Hello's been happening back in action. This time we're going in with another Radiohead. Now when I put out In Rainbows, I really didn't expect, I guess, that much traction on the band, I suppose. I didn't really know how big they were. Obviously I knew they had to have some kind of cultural impact, but it's been so awesome to read so many of the comments, how it's impacted you, what you guys love, and the fact that In Rainbows isn't classed as one of their best. I mean, it depends on who you're talking to, but most people it was OK Computer and Kid A, so I'm very keen to go in with OK Computer today. Everyone said that this comes before Kid A, so chronologically, that's what I need to do. It was definitely a close call between the two though, but I'd rather experience it chronologically. But yeah, I've listened to In Rainbows quite a fair bit. Still hits me. The songs that hit me still hit me just as hard. Such an epic band. I'm very keen to hear what lyrical content they've got on these next, or like in general, but especially on OK Computer and the sounds and things like that. This one came out in 1997, so it's 26 years old this year, 25, 26, depending on when it came out. So yeah, I mean, their last album definitely held the stand of time. Like, it still sounded just as fresh, so I'm going to presume that this does as well. Full on cuts, as always, will be on Patreon, and if you want to go check out In Rainbows, I've done that. Other than that, let's get one of these. The opening track is Airbag. Let's go. Okay. More grungier. Grungier, like 90s grunge. Love that. Love all the guitars. An airbag saved my life. Yeah. It's very haunting. Almost feels like a wrap-up song. Like, I think you could be having a heap of montage images throughout that last like minute of instrumental. Very interesting song. I mean, like, we got like the World War, the German fast car, like the airbag saving them. They're in an interstellar. It's kind of like they were going through time, like maybe being quite reflective of that. I don't know how much the lyrics are going to be, I guess, straightforward, or if they are open to interpretation. But I guess, as always with these dudes, what I've come to notice is production that really just takes you on that journey. Obviously, when there's sad lyrics, that adds to it, but just again, that was quite mellow and just drawn out. But you kind of just left here sitting here like, yeah, it's kind of like reflective as well, I suppose. Interesting opening song. Yeah, it definitely isn't as good for me as In Rainbows. I mean, that one's a lot more commercial and pop driven, I suppose, so you're gonna have that. So I'm keen to see where this album is gonna go. Next song is Paranoid Android. Let's go. Okay. A bit lighter. Trying to get some rest. What is that? 6.5 minutes, it definitely flies by. You don't really notice that the songs are long because you're just so invested in them. Such a journey. The transition's so nice. I mean, yeah, cool Paranoid Android. It definitely gave that paranoid feel within that, you know, that heavy and just like quite erratic music. And then when it really broke down, that was my favorite part. But you know, I mean, I'm a sucker for like slow voice sadness. Interesting. I guess there's like a commentary on consumerism, stuff like that, maybe a little bit in there. Again, lyrics aren't super hitting, but I guess even like they rain down on me from a big height, I guess that made me think of like someone like, you know, taking their own self out of this place. Yeah, so I guess again it's going to be quite interpretive, but the production is absolutely, I guess, the main seller. And I know I've already said that, but that's what I'm going to say. If I was to compare them so far, I probably would still choose In Rainbows. I think it's going to be quite mood dependent, these albums, whereas this one is quite heavy, I suppose, and a bit darker, if that makes sense. Just feels that way, and I suppose it's probably not the easiest reactionary album because a lot of it is just quite, you know, closing your eyes and just vibing, which I suppose is a reaction. But yeah, like, there's some albums that are really reactionary and easy friendly, but this one I think might be a bit more subdued. I don't know. Let's see what else it's got. Next song is called Subterranean Homesick Alien. Let's go. Like, their guitar work is just so nice. Very alien-y vibe.
Smell the warm summer air. Your feet, the cracks in the pavement.
So like 7 a crack, break your mum's back.
Aliens hover like in old movies. Where the folks back home lock up their spirits to walls themselves.
Yeah, definitely some commentary on us. That's probably the most self-explanatory one, or most straightforward, and I'd say the simplest, but probably my favorite. I mean, there's so many elements I like from the other two songs, but this one, I guess, just quite an easy delivery. I mean, for me, that commentary on us as humans being very uptight, going about our day-to-day business, not really, I guess, tuning into what we can do as human beings, and, you know, the whole alien abduction, wanting to see what else is out there. I like that, yeah, Subterranean Homesick Alien. So I guess that's him, or is it the alien that's taking home videos of us? I like that line too, that was funny. So yeah, a bit of humour in there, but still that sadness and just like, is this all we're meant to do in life? It's kind of sad, really. I don't think we'll ever really reach our potential as humans, and then people that I guess are quite more in tune with that stuff are always like labelled freaks and, you know, outcasts. So yeah, interesting song. Next song is exit music for a film. Is this like credits or what? Let's go. Definitely a sad album, like sadder than In Rainbows. Maybe?
Wake from your sleep.
Already obsessed.
Your tears. Today we escape and get dressed.
His voice.
Oh hell.
Oh.
Breaks loose. Keep breathing. Don't lose your nerve.
Choir. Can't do this alone.
As a song, a
Love that.
song, such a chill.
So Hope that you choke. That's like an airport sound.
That you choke.
That's like what? Alright. That's the best song. It's my favourite song so far. I can't get over this song playing. It's like, you know, over 4.5 minute songs and they just like fly by. You're just so immersed. Yeah, it's my favourite. I don't know what it's about per se, but you just want to be super sad. It kind of just, again, makes, I don't know if I'm just like, what am I doing in my life? Makes me super reflective of life and just stuff, which, yeah, obviously is intent, but I don't know, let me know what these songs make you feel. If there are meanings of the songs, I guess I'm just kind of going in with them and just vibing, but yeah, I love, that was my favourite song, like definitely quintessential them for me, like the vocals, the instruments, and just the feeling they can put into a song. Love, 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 love. The next song is Let Down, which isn't a happy title, and coming after that, I don't know where we're gonna go. Is it actually gonna stay in this realm? Let's find out, let's go. A little bit lighter. Yeah, still about society. Yeah, definitely that vocals are a bit more like muffled. I like that better. Yeah, it is quite like, just, yeah, mellow. Like, just let down again. Like, love the voice. Like, I love that sound. Yeah. Some really cool sounds in there. I've got to say on Exit Music, it definitely gave me Muse vibes. I'm going to presume these guys came first and Muse maybe were influenced, but definitely, you know, within that song. This one, probably my least favourite, while it's still a very nice song. It's very soundtrack. A lot of these songs are soundtrack sounds for me, and I don't know if that's just because I grew up watching a lot of like 90s, early 2000s movies, but I definitely think a lot of these songs could still be in soundtracks now. Like, they still sound just as fresh. Like, the music 26 years later, this doesn't sound dated in the slightest. Like I said, some cool elements that I liked, but I guess overall, it actually made me think of 9/11, which is just the weirdest thought. Like I said, there's just some weird stuff that you kind of just think about because you're just really letting yourself fall into it. And the lyrics aren't super descriptive, but enough to, I guess, trigger things within your own mind. So yeah, not my favorite, but still, again, like when you say that, it's still an easy song, and I absolutely would listen to that again. And I definitely love some bits in it. So yeah, I don't know if you can have a least favorite, or maybe it's just you don't vibe with it as much as the others. Number 16, favorite number is gonna be the best song on the album. Let's find out. It's called Karma Police. Let's go. Love that, like piano or keyboard. Like his voice being fuller again. Hitler hair, dude.
This is what you This is what you get. Mess with us.
Oh, that little gang, Radiohead's gang. Definitely sounds the most mainstream. We're still on the payroll. Like lyrics, I don't know, but love the sounds. Love that.
This is what.
Yeah, I love this. I love this. The noise coming in. Jesus. To the very last second, absolutely one of the best on the album. One of my favorites too. I love that. Oh, Exit Music, Karma Police, my two favorite, like absolute standout tracks that just really get you in there. I'm gonna be keen to see what the singles were for this. Obviously, I knew that 15 Steps because it was on Twilight, but none of these I've actually heard. So I don't know how big the album was or like what the lead singles were. So obviously, let me know, I guess, where it ranks. I mean, with everyone saying it's one of their best, I'm gonna presume it's like a big seller. So yeah, let me know the details, all that jazz. Definitely just that like 90s vibe. Like I was picturing Cruel Intentions, all that. Like I said, very soundtrack driven music, but yeah, I love that. It was sick. I can't, like, that's the song I want to go back and listen to again. Like, I lost myself. Love that. Next song is Fitter, Happier. Let's go.
Fitter, happier, more productive.
Oh my god, bands do this sound
Taking
now.
regular exercise at the gym 3 days a week. Getting on better with your associate employee contemporaries. At ease, a safer car. Baby smiling in backseat.
Yeah.
No paranoia. Careful to all animals. Never washing spiders down a plug hole. Keeping
Yeah, I know
contact
that.
on Sundays in the road supermarket. No killing lots or putting boiling water on glass. So ridiculously teenage and desperate, nothing so childish. Had a better, less chance of illness. Tires that grip in the wet.
So
Shine
sad.
with the hill cries at a good film. Still kisses with saliva. No longer empty and wanting the ability to laugh at weakness. Calm, fitter, healthier, and more productive. Okay, on antibiotics.
I mean, that's their shortest song today, right? Yeah. I mean, they were telling us 26 years later, nothing much has changed. Like I said, I don't think humans really understand the potential we have. I say like there, as in I'm talking about everyone else, me included. A lot of pretty explanatory stuff in there. Very cool, very quirky. Again, that voice is still done today. So I love that, 26 years later, they were doing stuff that is being done now. You know what I mean? Yeah, a lot of that in hyperpop as well. Very cool. Sad, again, because it's like that self-reflective stuff that we just allow ourselves to sink into. Very cool. Cool production in the background. Creepy little voice. Just sad. The next song is Electioneering. Let's go. Oh, I thought it was like a kind of nighttime song, but... Hey. No idea what that is. Oh, like a politician. Yeah, very like live band sounds. Big band sound. Interesting, I guess, yeah, electioneering about politicians, maybe, I don't know. Again, lyrics aren't super easy to hear on songs like that, so you have to read along, but you also then just can't like vibe and tune out, so it's a hard one. Liked it, grungy, definitely showed up like the diversity, like if you compare that with Exit Music, like totally different sounds, you wouldn't even think it's the same band per se, but yeah, still got I've got you rockin'. Not my favorite song, I guess not my favorite sound, but still can appreciate how cool it was and just, you know, like interesting. I mean, look, again, 8 songs in. I don't think I'd say I prefer this over In Rainbows. I know you don't always need to compare things, but for me, I absolutely would gravitate more towards In Rainbows, and I think we've kind of discussed that. I'm more of a pop, little mainstream dude. So while this is interesting and cool to listen to, and there is some really cool songs I'm going to take away from it, definitely overall, like I don't know if I'd go back to it as a whole project. I think I'd probably just go on with the songs I love. Next song is Climbing Up the Walls. Let's go. Jesus. Oh, I like the sounds. It's like True Blood kind of vibe. Bon Tom. Yeah, creepy. His voice, how he transforms it. This is a horror soundtrack song. What? Surely that's been in a movie somewhere, like, come on. That's like a Saw credit song. Like, it just gives you those creepy little feels. Or if it was like in an actual movie, it's like, I don't know, when the home invader's like walking up to the house, kind of like in slow motion. I don't know, like The Purge, it's definitely within that realm of really sick, twisted stuff, because it kind of leaves you really uncomfortable. Absolutely one of the best. Oh my god. Exit Music, Karma Police, Climbing Up the Walls, my 3 absolute bangers from this album. Especially after Electioneering, I was like, oh, okay, I don't know if we're going to get another absolute banger. And then you do, which I love. I love how, like, I guess, eclectic the album is. Next song is No Surprises. Let's go. And then you go to this, it's like total opposite. That's hilarious. Happy but not lyrically. Yeah, lots of politics. tail kind of sound, like magical mystical land. Kind of gave me that like Edward Scissorhand, like fake world where everything's the exact same, everyone leaves at the same time, comes back at the same time. What a weird little surprise, lol. Yeah, definitely Climb After Walls. I really liked it. Again, it's just those real mellow, subtle, easy listening, like chillable songs where they might not be the most reactionary, but they're just so nice. Oh, it's kind of like really throwing me on my head, because when you get songs like this, I'm like, yeah, I really enjoyed this vibe. So very different to In Rainbows, and I think again this is such a sadder mood, which is crazy because In Rainbows has a lot of sad stuff, but this one just feels such a downer album. Like you just are kind of flat throughout these songs, not in a bad way, just like you just vibing, I guess. You're in tune with them, maybe is a better word. Next song's Lucky. Let's go. Like how different are they all, but still feels cohesive. Depressing. Standing on. Love that song though, sick. Loved his delivery, his vocals, probably some of my favourite from the album. Just like, again, that draining, drawn out. Love. Sick. I don't know what to say. Songs that I really vibe because they're just so nice. I mean, if you love the album and you love them, you know what I'm talking about. They just kind of get you and you just feel it. You just think about stuff. So I love it. Read the last song, which is hectic how quick the album goes by considering it's just under an hour. It's called The Tourist. Let's wrap it up. Let's go. Definitely like feeling very down. So I guess that's how we're gonna go out. Sometimes I get overcharged. Not my favourite, I guess. It's definitely that drawn out feel that I like. The best album closer. I probably would say it's my least favourite on the album, to be fair. Like, it was one that dragged the most, like over 5 minutes, and it felt that. I was like, alright, I'm kind of definitely over it now. Again, when I say that, not a bad song, still some cool elements in it, but yeah, I wouldn't listen to that again, to be fair. What an album! I mean, we obviously had Airbag, Paranoid, Android. I really like those two. They definitely had some very cool elements in it, like so different and like transformative. Obviously, we're not surprised. Exit Music, Karma Police, Climbing Up the Walls, no surprises, and even Lucky, my absolute 5 bangers. I mean, 5 out of 12 considering one's an interlude. I actually really like the interlude, to be fair. So like 6 out of 12 of half the album that I really, really vibe with, and the others that I would just listen to if they came on, but I wouldn't race out to listen to them, you know, like as in have them on repeat. And it's pretty decent. Again, does not sound timeless. You can definitely hear Muse in here. I'm pretty sure, you know, they came after these guys. There's still some very cool elements throughout his vocals, the guitar. Lyrics a bit obscure this time round, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, I'm a very lyric driven person, so I do like to connect with lyrics. So I suppose the songs that I connected with the most had the easiest lyrics to digest, maybe. I don't know. They also sounded very cool. But yeah, that's okay, computer. Obviously, let me know what you guys think down below. It doesn't really matter too much what I think. If I didn't vibe the album or didn't like the songs that you like, it's okay, it's fine. We'll all survive. What did you guys think of the album? That's the most important part. I'm very keen to read the comments and, you know, hear where the album places within you guys, if this is your favorite album of all time. Again, I think this is very different to In Rainbows, and I definitely think it depends on your mood. This one does feel a lot sadder. Overall theme, like it's very mellow, I would say. I don't know if that's the right word to describe it. I think I've said mellow a million times now. The full uncuts, they are on Patreon. Go check it, In Rainbows. I'm obsessed with In Rainbows. It's definitely my favorite out of the two. I know I'm like, you know, really hyping up, but I definitely, you know, prefer that one at the moment. Or in general, I think. I don't know. I'm on Instagram, I'm gripping, all that jazz. Links are down below. Hope you're gonna go. I'm gonna go.